everybody. Welcome to Bestie Finders Office Hours. I'm Dean Cat on with my besties, Dr. Lisa and Coach
Hey.
Nayala. Hi, besties.
Hey, besties.
Hey
How you guys
everyone.
doing this afternoon, rather?
Whew.
It's sunny and it's warmer than it's been, so I'm good.
Wow. Well, it's been a little chilly on my side of town, but it's warming up. I see. I see the sun. I see the sun. Coach, I might
Mhm.
just get on out there and give me some walk in
Come
today.
on, hit that walk in.
Yes,
Hit
yes.
that walk
So
in.
I had my water, I had me a electrolyte drink, and yeah. So we need to get into all that. See, guys, we have a wellness coach on our team, and so
Mm-mm-mm.
I've been listening. And I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready. Got to get rid of some of these aches and pains. Look,
Mm-hmm.
all that good stuff. But anyway, welcome to Bestie Finders Office Hours. We are ready to rock and roll. Dr. Lisa, what's our topic for today?
All right. So we're going to get in some feelings today.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
So, folks, regular folks don't go out looking for fights to have, right?
We don't bother
We
nobody.
want to kind of be on an even keel and keep it moving. We don't hurt no feelings. We don't want people to be upset with us. But when you have a gift that's more emotionally driven, you are probably more likely to still keep quiet, even when you should be stepping up for yourself or your team. And so I want us to talk about how do we fix that habit? Because I've been asked in the past, how do I feel confident stepping up, or how do I be who I am in the face of folks that either wield more power or seem to be in a better, in an elevated situation compared to mine. And so I give it out to my people share.
So you want to go first, Heartland Coach?
Well, okay, since you asked me to go first, I will go first. When I hear, that they people hate conflict or they just want to shut down, it's all about keeping the peace. And so I definitely can relate as a compassionate led, motivational gift person that I am. It's important to keep the peace. But then there's also this fine line of keeping the peace and like holding out or dimming your light. And the goal is not to dim your light. So using your tools and resources to communicate will help you move past those pain points, and it's good to bring those things up to the surface that are not working well versus holding it back, because then you cause pain within yourself. But we've had this conversation before, but that's it. That's all I have to share right now, Dean
Yeah.
Cathy.
So that's good. So when you said about dimming your light, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's not about dimming your light. You're right. No, don't dim your light, but also it's really about stepping up and you know what's right. Speak up
Mm-hmm.
for what is right, because as a person who what did they that don't want conflict, that don't like conflict or don't want to confront the situation, it just makes matters worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the misunderstandings is just going to elevate or escalate, because that person don't want to speak up with the real truth. And so I like how Dr. Lisa said, okay, my people, because see, I'm the total opposite. I don't bother nobody. Okay. I don't pick fights, right? I don't want nobody to be mad. Yeah, yeah, but that is not my problem. Okay. If you get mad. And when I say that, what I mean by that is the truth is the truth. Right. And that's how a perceiver will come across. The truth is the truth. Now, this is the truth. This is what's going on. This is the fact or the heart of the matter of what's going on. So let's talk about it. And so, just being able to go right, right from wrong, yes or no, black or white, today, tomorrow, not a I don't know or maybe or what if and all of that. Yeah, no, we don't operate in that space. as a perceiver. But as an exhorter, exhorters like to bring the stuff to the table. Let's lay it all out, So we will confront, okay, exhorters, and I lead with that one. And so I'll be like, come on, put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. And I'm not doing that to be facetious or stirring up trouble or whatever. We're just trying to get down to the bottom of the thing so we can figure it out, and then everything can just roll on out smoothly, and the project or the event or the situation can be smoothed out. It can be successful, and everybody can walk away happy, right? So an exhorter don't want to argue. We just want to get to the bottom of the thing. You know what I'm saying? And just find out what the real deal is so we can fix it. And so we can move on. And the people who don't like that, they may find that a little intimidating.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, uncomfortable. Yeah. But it's okay. But when you see the outcome and when you realize that person is really just trying to work the situation out and help you to even walk through that uncomfortableness, right? And so you can get through that uncomfortableness and be like, oh, okay. So the next time it comes up, it won't be ignored or swept under the rug or anything like that. And guess what? If that person who's bringing everything to the table, is saying something about the whole situation, and then that person, the compassionate person, doesn't speak up, they're going to still walk away with all these underlying, sabotages, everything that's going to cause them issue, or they still going to walk away with their feelings hurt because they didn't get their question answered. They didn't get their issue resolved, right? And so now we're walking away thinking, oh, okay, they didn't say anything, so they must be okay. And then now you can't get mad, people, compassionate folk, or anybody that's walking in that space. You cannot get mad if you don't speak up and share what your issue is, so it can be taken care of and handled. Everybody can move right along. And I promise you, just give it a try. Just give it a try and stop worrying about what they're going to think. So stop figuring out what's going to happen beforehand, right?
That's key.
So yeah, everybody want to walk around and be prophets in that space. They figured it all out before they even asked the question. Right? So let's go, y'all. Lay it out. Let's confront, because I like the way that now y'all are placed in so y'all got to be, y'all can see these little messages and notes. So you said if you've ever kept quiet when you knew you should have spoken up, there have been times like that. Now I'm gonna tell you, before I really understood my gifts, there have been times like that for me. But you know what happened to me? It tore my inside up. Okay? It is like something is sitting in there grumbling, rumbling, trying to push out. I'm like, oh my God, I should have said something. And then I have to go back and fix that thing, because I will not be comfortable until I do. And I won't even be able to move forward in the project or whatever team I'm working on unless I confront this thing. So I can move. Look, I'm going to give y'all an example, right? Real quick. And so most people probably say, girl, no, my ex said that. He told me, ooh, you just told off the first lady. Okay. I'm like, no, she's a woman. She's a person. And she stepped out. She crossed the line, y'all. And so most people will walk away and not say anything. They'll just let their feelings be hurt or whatever. Man, when this situation came up, I was doing something out of the goodness of my heart, and then you gonna still come up and say something crazy to me, and then you want me to still perform to my level of excellence. No, that's not gonna happen, right? So when she said what she said, I said what I said, and so we had to cut the conversation off abruptly, right? That's because she didn't want to, she saw me about to rev up, right? So I was like, and just have this conversation, not be argumentative, but I'm going to stand my ground, right? And so, man, when I tell you, so that was unfinished business for me. So I got home, I stormed through that door. He was like, what's wrong with you? I said, she got 1 hour to call me. She got 1 hour to call me and apologize. not, I'm calling her. Okay. And he to my who. I said who it was. And so 1 hour came, didn't happen. So, I politely dialed that phone. And I said what I needed to say, because when I tell y'all my inside was going bananas, it was going crazy. So we had our conversation and we smoothed things out. Then I was able to show up the next day in full operation. Smiles, ready to roll. All that stuff was behind me. We worked through that process, got done what needed to be done. And then everything that we worked on, and it was a big production for our ministry, that everything that we talked, I was able to show up in my excellence. Because I had said, if we don't have that conversation, I'm not gonna lift one finger tomorrow, because I will not be doing it, to the best of my abilities. And I knew that. And so, but we straightened it out. And so I know she was surprised, because I guess she thought I was probably gonna have an attitude. And you know what? Or act crazy. But you know what she said to me? Like maybe the following week, she thanked me. She said, I appreciate, how you didn't get upset, how you didn't go. People go throughout the church, she did this and that, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know how people do. They spread stuff and threaten to leave. They go tell the pastor. I'm like, no, we can handle this. We took care of it, and we were able to move forward, right?
That's
and so, and then everything just went off beautifully. Mm-hmm. So, and from that point on, nothing but respect. I tell people, you don't have to like me. I'll tell people, but they're gonna respect me, because I'm not gonna do anything wrong to you or nothing. But anyway.
Yeah. So let me give you a teacher perspective. Okay. So you've heard from the people. So as a teacher, I am not going to come and look for you to find out if you've got a problem with what we're doing or what have you. You've got to bring it, or else you'll be off in la la land thinking I don't care, when in fact I have no idea what's on your mind.
Right.
Because when you're working with someone who's very task oriented, like a teacher, an administrator, they're working on the result. Okay, they're working on the result, and the means to get there is not going to be flowers and candy and coziness unless you tell us that's what you need, right? So in order for you to perform in excellence with a leader like that, you're going to have to speak up. Don't suffer in silence thinking, oh, well, they don't care because they never asked me if I needed a fluffy blanket when it was cold out, or they didn't offer me a sweater while, when the AC was too hot. Those kinds of things don't naturally come to a teacher or administrator. Might come to a server or a giver.
Oh yeah, it's coming to them, honey.
It's coming to them. Mm-hmm. But you have to know who's with you. And one great, great way to find out who you are and who's on your team is our Discover You course. Mm-hmm. And if you take the chance to discover you will find that you can navigate life a lot more differently. And you won't feel like you have to put yourself in a box,
right,
in order to, function on a team, with your family, with your people, in the church. You'll find that you have the confidence to be confidently yourself.
That's right.
And you'll gain the bravery to speak up for yourself.
I like that. I like it. Yes. Those task-oriented people. I am that, but I don't lead with that. The task-oriented. And I tell people, like, if you have something that you want Dean Cathy to do, and if I'm not aware of it, you're going to have to say it. You're going to have to ask it. And you, what they say, a closed mouth don't get fed, right?
Yes,
that part.
Period. And so, and I remember having to tell somebody that, girl, I'm not that kind. I'm not going to be like, oh, you okay over there? Oh, you need something? No, you have to call me and tell me that you need something. Dean Kathy to the rescue. Okay.
Mhm.
So you have to let us know. But anyway, that is good. I love it. I love how all of our gifts are so different across the board. But when you understand those things, it causes a great team. Like I love this team right here, right? Absolutely love them. And they understand me, I understand them, our giftedness, and we make it do what it do, right? So
Yes.
with that being said, Dr. Lisa, we 15 minutes and 39 seconds, girl.
All right, Coach Nyala, any final thoughts before we say goodbye to the YouTube crew?
Final thoughts. Keep envisioning you. Keep leading with your gifts. Understand the gifts. Take the gift assessment. Discover you. That's it.
All right.
Absolutely.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.